Right, lecture 512, 513, we're going to do another little review. We're going to review finding the quadrant in which the terminal side of an angle lies if we're given the angle in radian measures. So that's our objective, and here are the angles that we're given. They're given to us in radian measure, and we want to determine if the angle is graphed, or if the angle is sketched rather, in the XY coordinate plane, in standard position, in what quadrant will the terminal side lie. So here we go. This is how we'll do. I'll do it two different ways. A lot of kids like to change it to degrees, and they will go like this. And then that would be negative. This will cancel and give me 60. And this will cancel, and that will give me negative 300 degrees if I haven't botched my arithmetic. I'm going to go ahead and check that with my calculator. Yeah. And if I were going to graph that or sketch it, in standard position, the initial side of my angle is the positive x-axis. We're going to rotate in a negative direction, 360 degrees. That would be 60 degrees shy of a full circle. That's negative 360 degrees. And that would put me in quadrant 1. And that would be my answer. If you didn't want to convert to degrees, you say, okay, well, I'm thinking this, 3 pi over 3 is pi. The 3's would cancel. And I'm moving in a negative direction, so I'm going to rotate. Here's 3 pi over 3 in a negative direction. Pi is 180 degrees. Don't forget that pi radians is 180 degrees. So here's 3 pi over 3, another pi over 3, a third of the way to 180 degrees, and 4 pi over 3. I'm sorry, 5 pi over 3. 3 pi over 3, 4 pi over 3, 5 pi over 3. And you'll stop in the same place. If this is 5 pi over 3, if they ask us for the reference angle, it would be right here, but we're just asked for the quadrant. So you can do it by counting in terms of pi's over 3, or you can convert to, as we did earlier in the first explanation, you can convert to degrees and then do a rough sketch and determine what quadrant you're in. So there's one of them. Let's take a look at this one, number 2. We'll go ahead and convert it to degrees first. These will cancel. This will turn into a 20, dividing both by 9. 9 times 20. 26 times 20 is 520, is that right? I'm going to do that with my calculator just to make sure. When these turned into ones, 26 times 20, well 26 times 2 is 52. 26 times 20 should be 520, but I'll just make sure here. 520, yay. And if we want to graph, it's a positive angle. So if we want to graph or sketch a 520 degree angle, we'll have our initial side on the positive x-axis. We'll rotate in a positive direction, 520 degrees. Well, here's 360. I'm going all the way around. All this does is indicate the direction I'm rotating. This is my initial side. My terminal side will stop when I reach a rotation of 520 degrees. I'll reach 360. If I go another 90 degrees, if I rotate 90 degrees further, that's 360 plus 90 is 450. And I want 520. If I go another 90, that would be 450, 540. So I'd be 20 degrees shy, which would put me in quadrant 2. if I haven't botched it. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Okay. And let's see if I've botched it. Here's 360, 450, 540 would be all the way down to 90, and I'd be 20 degrees shy of that. So that's pretty accurate right there. It'd be quadrant 2. If I were going to count it in terms of pi's over 9, I would go, well, I would think the same thing. 9 pi over 9 is pi radians. The 9's cancel. And I'm going to count in terms of pi's over 9 and rotate until I get to 26 pi over 9, or just until I know that which quadrant I would be in. So here's 9 pi over 9, 18 pi over 9. Counting in terms of 9 pi's over 9, that would be 27 pi over 9. It would be 1 pi over 9 short of that, so that would put me in quadrant 2, counting in terms of pi over 9. Here's pi over 9. I'm sorry, 9 pi over 9, 18, oops. 9 pi over 9, 18 pi over 9, 27 pi over 9, but we don't go with that. That would be past where we want to go. We'd stop 1 pi over 9 short. So there we go. You can count by pi's over 9, or you can convert to degrees. Either way, you're going to find that it stops in quadrant 2, unless I've made a mistake. I think I have the keys on that too. Quadrant 1 and quadrant 2, yay, I'm on a roll. Let's do another one here. 25 pi over 9, didn't I just do that? No, 26 pi over 9. So here we go. We're going to convert that to degrees first, just to, because lots of kids like to do that. Our initial side, it's positive also, so I'm going to rotate. These pi's will cancel. This will cancel and become a 20. 25 times 20, that's 500. Is that right? No, yeah, 500. 500 degrees rotation. So, if this is my initial side and I'm rotating 500 degrees, this is the direction I'm rotating because the number is positive, the angle is positive. And so here we go. Here's 180, 360, 450, 540 would be right here. I'm going to be 40 degrees shy of that. So it'd be somewhere right in there, roughly. That's a 540 degree angle. And so we answer our question by indicating that we are in quadrant 2 again. That's the answer to our question. This is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. And if you just wanted to count by pi's over 9, you can just go like this. Remember that pi over 9, let me move this out of the way here. Pi over 9, 9 pi over 9 rather, is pi radians, and pi radians is 180 degrees. So I'm going to count in terms of pi's over 9 again. And here we go 9 pi over 9. Another 9 pi over 9 is 18 pi over 9. And then this would take us to 27 pi over 9, but that goes 2 pi over 9 too far. So if I don't go, if I stop, I'm going to stop in quadrant 2. So here we go. 9 pi over 9, 18 pi over 9, 27 pi over 9, we'll stop about 2 pi over 9 short. That would put us in quadrant 2, counting by pi's over 9. Or if you'd rather, you can convert to degrees as we did to begin with, and you'll get the same quadrant. We've done this in the past, you can do it again. Good little review. You can do this.